John Claverdeek was a moon-faced man. You know the kind. Chin and forehead melting into the jowls to complete the perfect round, and the nose flattened against the centre of the face, like a dough ball upon the ceiling. Be that as it may, I did not hate John Claverdeek because of the way that he looked, or because he had done me what society would consider a wrong or an ill turn. No, the evil was of a deeper, subtler type, so elusive, so intangible, as to defy clear analysis in words. In short, it was his happiness that troubled me.
Oh, isn't that delightful?
We've all experienced it, I'm sure. You meet someone for the first time and you think to yourself, I do not like this person. Why do we not like them? We do not know. We simply do not like them. And so it was with John Claverdeek. What right had such a man to be happy? Yet he was an optimist. Always gleeful, always laughing. Everything was always all right, curse him. How it grated on my soul that he could be so jolly. He'd become offensive to my every sense, and I considered Earth to be cumbered by his presence. If gloom had arrested, no matter how lightly on his brow, I could have forgiven him his existence. But no. And so it was my destiny revealed itself, and no greater challenge could befall a man than to be charged with removing the smile from John Claverdeek. It started simply at first. Ah, locksmiths. Hello, is that picture framing? Hello, drain clearers. Hello, undertakers. In order to surprise him, I went through the phone book and arranged for a small number of tradesmen to pay him a visit. Ah, hello, fishmongers. Yes, I'd like you to deliver some fish to my address. Forthwith. But instead of provoking dismay, to my horror, he turned it to his advantage. Thus I discovered that my adversary was not to be underestimated, challenging me to conjure up more ingenious methods of vexing him.
Employed 5 new summon cast pass through.
Next I tried sleep deprivation, hoping to exhaust him and dampen his spirits. I purchased a remote control that matched his television set and woke up every hour to activate it. I repeated this action until the break of dawn to guarantee complete success. But I was confounded again as the situation unexpectedly increased his joy and doubled my despair.
Good luck with Mel.
Yeah, thanks very much. Can I just say, before we go, I've just found out I've got a long-lost identical twin brother. Yeah, it's a bit of a shock, and I'd love to get in touch with him if he's watching.
What's his name?
His name's John Claverdeek.
John Claverdeek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be great if he was watching.
John Claverdeek, if you're watching, then please get in touch with us straight away, and we'll pass you on.
OK, still to come on the programme, having fun with crustaceans, how to peel the perfect prawn. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Who would have guessed it? His long-lost brother turned out to be a Hollywood superstar. What would you do? It was past endurance, how I hated him. Then there was that name, Claverdeek. Merciful heaven, why Claverdeek? Again and again I asked myself that question. I should not have minded Brown or Smith, but Claverdeek. Listen to the ridiculous sound of it. Repeat it to yourself. Claverdeek. By the blood of Judas, how I hated him. I was left with no option but to further raise the stakes in my quest to extinguish his mirth.
Tusk.
Hello. Oh.
He was a bird fancier for sure, and he used to have a favourite, Colin, who would fly to him regularly. So one night, I decided to destroy that thing he loved the most. How could he possibly remain cheerful now under such misfortune? Well, he found a way.
I've still got me memories.
That was the last. I could stand it no longer. I bent my intellect to the problem, and I decided that the thing must end there. Now, I pride myself on doing things neatly, and when I resolved to kill John Claverdeek, I had a mind to do it in such a fashion that I should look back and not feel ashamed. Alone with my thoughts in the dead of night, my ideas began to take shape. If I were to do such a service to mankind, I decided it was to be without bungling and without brutality. To me, there is something repugnant in striking a man with one's fist. It is sickening. So maybe to stab. Or to club. Or even to shoot John Claverdeek. No, they did not appeal to me. Thus, if the Earth were to be quit of him, it would require a more cunning and imaginative plan.
And so I was impelled to do it neatly and artistically, but also in such a manner that not the slightest possible suspicion could be directed against me.
So I bought a border collie, bitch, 5 months old, and devoted my whole being to her training. Had anyone spied upon me, they would have noticed something. This training consisted entirely of one thing: retrieving. Fetch! I taught the dog to fetch sticks. And not only to fetch, but to fetch at once. The point was she was to stop at nothing, but deliver the stick in all haste. Fetch! After that, at the first casual opportunity, I handed over Napoleon, for that was his name. I knew what I was about, for I was aware of a little private sinning of which Claverdeek was regularly guilty.
It's been nice knowing you. Pardon? I said I wish I could go with you. What a lovely man.
Early the next day, knowing where he was bound, I set out across the lake towards a small island, thence to find a spot where I could be discreetly secreted away. Ere many minutes had passed, John Claverdeek came plodding up the bed of the lake. Napoleon was trotting by him, and they were in high feather.
This is where I always stop.
Arrived at the pool, he carefully placed down his toolbox and drew from it what looked like a bundle of candles. But I knew them to be sticks of noble. Such was his method of catching trout. He dynamited them.
No! Napoleon! Come back! No! Come back! Come back! No! Leave it! Come back! Come! No! Stay! Put it down! Stay there! No! Put it! Go back! Go! No! Put it down! No, Napoleon! No! No! Go away! No!
And so it was that John Claverdeek finally came to pass. Death by accident while engaged in illegal fishing. That was the verdict of the coroner's jury. The days that followed were one of peace. My nights, one of restful tranquility. No more would his fat face rise up to vex me. No more would his infernal glee greet me. But over time, an unease began to creep in. The feeling grew into a nagging sense of longing, craving, then finally despair, until it destroyed the little lust I had left for life. One night, I realized why. God, I miss him.